Hello and welcome to another release video. We are happy to announce that the quests are ready and we can't wait to see what community thinks about them. The game should be much easier to follow now, without the need to watch video tutorials and quickly memorize all the features. We hope that more players will enjoy the game and finish it all the way to the end. Although we had more or less final structure of the quests already, we got delayed by solving issues with saving the game and quests that were too easy to break if player did something that was not expected. Huge thanks goes to Discord close testing group for finding bugs and helping to shape the quests. Their feedback was vital for adjusting the quest structure. Thank you guys. The main goal of this release is to help players finish the game step by step. The quests are focused on the very basics that player needs to know, where the first quests are very detailed, while the further player gets, the more general description is given. We are aware the game might seem too easy to finish at this point, as the only danger is the volcano eruption. But the difficulty will increase once enemy NPCs are added and actively defend their areas. At this point, we will wait for community feedback and adjust the quests based on that. Maybe some parts of the quests turned out to be too detailed, while others too general. But since the quest system is very flexible, we can easily adjust and create new quests on the fly. To summarize all that is new, player now begins on the submarine and hunts down a damaged drawship. This drawship becomes player's main base, that is improved and upgraded during the player's path towards the main goal. The submarine is always there waiting in the harbor, functioning as starter base with basic equipment and storage options. It is also home of your captain, guiding you through the game. Another improvement is that drawship remembers what modules were opened before traveling, which should solve the confusion why production behaves differently after ship moved from point to point. Also, final screen now contains analytics from player's gameplay, so the race for fastest playthrough can begin. Destruction of modules, ship sections, and ship ownership has been shown in last devlog video, so check it out if you didn't see it. As this is the first iteration of quests, it might happen you get into a dead end. If that's the case, try to abandon the quest and take it again. Ideally, please send us feedback message about how you managed to break the quest. We try to make the quests error-proof, so that they always get player back on track, but there is still a lot of work to be done. For the next quest iteration, we plan to improve the quest line and captain dialogues. That will be changed to be more about discovering what really happened on the island, because right now the captain pretty much knows everything and just directs the player. The current development of the game is focused at implementing enemy drawships and enemy NPC characters. Navigation and behavior of the NPC units is the main goal. The enemy will be able to attack player and follow even into a drawship. Surfaced enemy drawships will be always guarding an area and deploy enemy units to specific locations, including active defense. Hello and welcome to another VOLCANOIDS pre-alpha update. The game got completely new look with updated GUI in all screens. All the main menu screens and in-game screens follow the same visual style. Control stations now have wider selection menu and shows the state of the production. If you don't have the required module or items are missing, you will find out from the console below the progress bar. Player's HUD has also been improved. A toolbar shows available tool options, and all HUD markers now snap to the sides of the screen to ensure player always sees them. Together with the GUI screens, every item now has new icon. Based on the feedback from the community, we designed them to better represent their type and tier level. All modules have a square plate with bronze, silver and gold variation. Upgrades then look as a cogwheel with the same color scheme as the modules. Everything else has a small image of the object. The icons also had to be designed in a way to work well with the control station displays. Next to improved GUI, control stations also got a small change on the model itself, in form of a light indicator and error message. If the item can't be produced for a reason, the light goes red and specific error message shows up. We hope this will help with setting up production lines and easier recognition of why things are not working. Objects that can be built are now in item groups to simplify the placement process. Modules no longer have top and side item. You just decide if you want to place it on side or top. The same applies for deconstruction and allows you to easily change the module setup. All door and window modules are now under one item, so if you decide you want a double window instead of a door, deconstruct the door module and scroll the mouse wheel until the window shows up. This improvement was added also to walls that no longer require special item for upper and lower frames. Now it's completely up to you. Just make sure you always scroll the mouse wheel when changing placement position to get the updated object for the new placement. You might have noticed that the windows were not added when the module was placed. That's because we also updated the way details like ladders or windows work. From now on, you have to create them separately and place manually. They will no longer appear with the door or window module. So for example, if you want to have a door, you have to place door frame module, build the door item, and place it with the build tool. Or you can take the doors from somewhere else. Also, doors are no longer required in the receipts for module construction. Hello and welcome to another VOLCANOIDS devlog. It's a while since we posted the last video, so here is a new one with latest info from development. The quest system is still our main goal, and we are almost done with the first iteration. The reason why it took longer than we thought is mainly because several new features had to be added. We are going to cover them later in the video. At this point, we have the quests running in a simplified test map that has only stuff connected with the gameplay. This helps us to develop and test faster, without external issues that might have nothing to do with the quests themselves. The player will have a choice to follow or completely ignore the quests. They are meant as a guide for new players that need to learn the game mechanics. You start as a crew member on a submarine and get quests from the captain. He's your guide and leads you through the entire game till the end, where you silence the volcano. Quests are divided into subtasks with description and HUD markers. The HUD markers were a bit tricky, as we never know in which condition the surroundings might be. They are dynamic and adjust based on what's available to the player. There are two types of quests, events and missions. Event is for example the volcano eruption, and you are given a recommendation of what to do. The missions are a normal step-by-step guide to complete a certain task. The quest system is very flexible, and we plan to adjust and expand quests as new features are added, or if we see that community needs something to be changed or adjusted. Together with the quests, we also designed the backstory for the beginning and end of the game. The following pictures are just raw sketches that are used as baseline for the freelance artist Tomáš Duchek that will be doing the final pictures. If you were interested in his work, check the link in description. More guys are then working on the voiceovers and narration script. Story in short, you are part of an expedition that is coming back to the island that used to be your home before eruptions started. Your goal is to find out what happened and stop the eruptions to reclaim your lost home. As mentioned before, more features had to be added before quests go live. One of them is the module destruction. Those who follow us from the beginning probably remember Dev Diary with a guy running through dropship, smashing walls with a hammer. The destroyed modules are now back in the game, but with better models and textures. The main reason behind this is that we needed a heavily damaged dropship that player can claim at the very beginning. Based on the story, the dropship sent a distress call and submarine happened to catch it. Player will take advantage of the situation and attack the remaining dropship crew to take control of the ship. After that, player will fix and upgrade all its systems while progressing through game. Another feature are the dropship segments that define the number of wagons a ship has. Player will start with a small ship with very little space. Upgrades will unlock option to install more wagons, modules and devices. This feature adds a strong sense of progression, as you can clearly see the ship has improved each time you add a new upgrade. The third new feature is the dropship ownership. In short, the last person that placed core upgrade into the dropship is the owner. If dropship is heavily damaged or player decides to give it up, others will be able to replace the core by same or higher level of the core. This counts mainly with the multiplayer situations that will occur. That's all for this week's devlog. Our plan is to start testing the quest system with our close testing group on Discord. If all goes well, we hope to deliver a new Volcanoids release soon. Thank you for watching and see you next time.